BYD Sealion 7, BYD's newest and most premium offering. It's definitely something to look at. We got the keys to the car before the official launch and price review, so we started off with our speculations of the prices. In your opinion, what should be the correct pricing for the BYD Sealion 7?
I think anywhere between 75 to 80 lakhs. I think BYD really needs to undercut its closest competition here, which is the Xpeng G6.
And the Nepal 07?
Yeah, the higher battery model. So both of these are, I think the G6 is 85 and the Deepal is 82. So if they could undercut that, it would be very good.
From what I understand, which comes from a very reliable source, this car could be priced at around 75 lakh.
Ooh, that pricing, this car is like, you do get a lot of things.
So what do you get?
You get plenty. Our guesses were spot on, and the BYD Sealion 7 was launched at the price of 75 lakhs. At this price point, you expect good things, and the Sealion 7 does not pull punches. Right off the bat, you can tell that you're driving a premium car. It's loaded with safety features and creature comforts along with driving performance that you would expect at this price point. But the first thing that you notice is how it looks.
I really like the way it looks. It's got this little mean face on it with a scowl of sorts. I think the design is very well done, especially in the front.
I am a fan of the headlights. They borrowed that from Seal, but they've not completely copied that. They put additional work on it, the additional DRLs and all. And the color is also looking really good.
Yep. And I like where they're positioned, honestly.
Yes.
It's more traditional, it's more conventional.
Yeah, I don't like the whole split headlamp concept where the DRLs are like on the bonnet and then the headlight unit are on the bumpers. So whenever you hit something, the first thing going to go are your headlights.
Yep.
So this mitigates that, which is really good, going back to the basics.
Yep. So we've established that we like the front end of the car.
Yeah.
What do you think of the rear?
I think the rear is a little underdone, especially when you look at it. We look at the front part. It should have been more aggressive, more hefty, and should have been more swept up. I think that would cement the whole coupe design language they were shooting for.
Right. They could have definitely done more.
Yeah.
It feels like the design was done by two very separate design teams.
Exactly.
The first team was super enthusiastic and they put all their effort into
on the front.
front of the car.
And especially it feels a little stale after seeing the BYD song L in the international market, because that is also a coupe SUV and it looks phenomenal.
Yep.
From all angles.
So they could have adapted some of the design elements
from that
car to
yes.
this, right? I'd agree. But it does manage to turn heads, doesn't it?
Yes.
Being critical is our job. It's our job to be harsh when we can. Having said that though, the BYD Sealion 7 is no troll. The 19-inch alloy may look a little dated, but they still look splendid on the car and add a lot of character to the profile. The overall design looks very well thought out, and it definitely feels like it will stand the test of time and will not look out of place years afterwards. While we may have been a little critical about the exterior, the interiors are almost all positives.
I think this is one of the nicest interiors from any BYD available here.
It has to be. It's the
Top
top
of
end,
the line.
isn't it?
Yes. But the choice of materials, the fit and finish, it is really good, except for 1-2 places that I didn't like. Everything else is spot on.
Yeah, I agree. The materials they've chosen to use here are immaculate.
Yeah.
Mostly leatherette, very soft touch materials, except for a bit of scratchy materials in a few places. I don't think there is much we need to complain about.
And solid work from BYD after the whole Atto 3 interior thing that
you
I
didn't like
like.
it, did you?
Yes, I did not like it at all.
It was a little bit too funky for my taste as well.
Exactly, with the guitar strings and the dumbbell design and the muscle fibers and all those things didn't really age very well.
Nope. Aged very well. It didn't start very well
It
either.
didn't start very well, which is why after the Atto 3, if you look closely at what BYD has been putting out all over the world, the interior has been dialed down significantly.
They learned.
They learned the lesson.
Well, did you notice
The
this
cup
cup holder?
holders. Yes.
Try and fit a bottle in there.
These are really deep and there are buttons to bring them back up, spring them back up. But my problem is we will not find bottles that fit into these.
Yeah, try
top
the
powders.
bottle that we have.
So this is like a regular bottle, and
Right.
bingo, it's like this much in.
Yeah. Well, having said that, this is probably for smaller bottles and maybe for coffee.
Bubble tea.
A bubble tea would be nice.
For
The
bubble tea.
long glasses would probably
Yes.
fit in really well.
And maybe those 500 ml PET bottles,
Yep.
the smaller ones.
Yep,
They
that
should
would
go
fit.
right in. But the bottle holders on the doors are deep.
Yep, they're pretty spacious.
They are very accommodating.
Not having much to complain about, we even resorted to scrutinizing the cup holders. That just goes to show how well put together the interiors of the Sealion 7 is. What we didn't mention earlier were the 15.6-inch touchscreen in the center and the digital display, along with a very useful head-up display behind the steering wheels. At this point in time, the screens just feel a bit redundant. All cars seem to have them and they don't feel as interesting. What we did like though are the haptic buttons for the AC and knobs and scrolls to switch driving modes and control the audio volume that have been placed in the center console. You also get a 50-watt wireless phone charger with a ventilated cooling system. The front seats get ventilation too. So you drove this plenty yesterday,
Yes.
and I finally had the chance to drive it. And I can talk about the advantages first. The things that I would say I like.
Okay.
Straight line performance. Straight off the bat, I think it's really good.
Yeah.
A rear wheel drive car with 100 kilowatts of power and 380 newton meters of torque. All sent to the rear wheel. Straight line, I think it performs amazingly. It has 0 to 100 kilometers of 11.8 seconds, I think.
Yes.
Well, the all-wheel drive version, which we don't get in Nepal at the moment, does it in 4.5 seconds. That's crazy for a car of this size. But for this variant, I think it does very well in straight lines.
Exactly. And that is where my problem comes in. I like those cars who are B-road barnstormer type cars.
Right.
That turn on a dime and not this. Because the front tires are 235 section and the rear are 255. So the rear tires are considerably wider than front. So when you're attacking twisties like this at really high speeds, it feels like the front tires have already changed direction, but the rears are still catching up, which feels a little unnerving.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. It isn't the most eager of cars when it comes to tackling corners.
Yes.
Yes, if you drive through one corner, you're kind of scrambling for the next, almost.
Yeah.
So I've had other cars that are more enthusiastic when it comes, well, more sporty when it comes to taking on the twisties that we get in our hills in Nepal.
Yes, it just does not dart into one corner after another. It takes its own time. But to cruise on the highway, I think this is such a confident cruiser at triple digit speeds. You just get it on the expressway, although we don't have it. But on our highways,
Yeah.
like let's say I could easily cruise this car driving from Mungling to Pokhara with utmost confidence, no fuss. I think it is more oriented to that kind of drive
I agree.
instead of attacking twisties at high speeds.
Yes, don't get me wrong. Gentle curves, I think this will do fine.
Yeah, no problem.
It's not an issue. It's just sharp corners that come consecutively one after the other.
Yeah,
There you would want something slightly more sportier.
yes. The off-road performance is good.
Yeah.
There is a snow mode. We don't have snow, so we can use it for mud and ruts. And the ground clearance, although 175 is little on the lower side, with a good set of maneuvering skills, you can get out of a bad spot.
Like we did right there.
Yeah.
Now you must be wondering what powers the Sealion 7. We're getting there.
So the Sealion 7 comes with a 71.8 kilowatt hour battery,
Yeah. LFP blade.
LFP blade battery, which, well,
Everybody
known
knows
for,
blade
yes,
battery by now.
right? And BYD is not known for exaggerating their range, are they?
Yeah.
They come really close to their stated
Claimed
range,
range
claimed
figure,
range.
yes. And this comes with 440 kilometers WLTP, and it comes awfully close because we drove it very rashly yesterday, and today has been the same case, and we are getting good range.
Mhm.
So in proper hands, you should see anywhere from 390 to 420 kilometers.
Yeah, easy.
Easy.
What about the charging?
We like I took the car yesterday and I didn't charge it because there's plenty of battery left. So I think the brochure says 110 kilowatt DC fast charging. That is a little slow. I think that's where they've cut costs because other cars do 150, I think. Apart from that, it's the regular thing. From 60 kilowatt chargers, you take like anywhere between 2 hours to 145 to 2 hours.
From fast chargers, you're looking at what, 30 minutes
Yeah,
from 10
from-
to 80%?
Yeah, the usual 30-minute, 28-minute to 30-minute thing from the 120 kilowatt, which we have in rarity.
And when it comes to safety, have they cut costs?
No, which is good. They've not got any sort of costs there. Starting with the 360 camera, which is, oh my god, so clean, so crispy.
Mm-hmm.
It is one of the best 360 cameras I've seen. What is that over there?
Well, that is something that makes the car yell at you.
The camera, driver attention monitoring.
Yep. It's like a very protective mother or a very protective wife who's sitting by your side and yelling at you if you're not concentrating when you're driving.
Eyes on the road.
Yep. Let me go.
Okay, it didn't beep, then maybe it knows you're making fun of it.
Right now, I've made it mad now.
Something that has gotten worse, because I have driven a BYD, I own a BYD, is the voice assistant. Because when I got the car, it was this really nice, fast talking woman, and now she talks very slow. Who is this woman? I don't know. BYD needs to bring the old woman back because she was very quick to pick up on commands.
Yep.
And she was very quick to speak to you.
The new employee sounds kind of lethargic, like she doesn't like doing her job.
Hold the button.
I'm here.
See, she is sleeping. She
hates being here. She hates that she's here. I'm here.
She was
Put me
sleeping.
out of my misery. End me now.
She needs assistant.
I can't understand what you said.
Because I'm making
Put
fun
it
of
more
you.
simply.
She's,
Simply put, you're a very boring person. Car.
No related songs found in Media Center.
okay. So there's that. Apart from that, you get your usual list of safety features, which is a lot because I looked through it and I was like, oh my god, this is a long. How are we going to say all of this? We will not even remember.
Voiceover.
In terms of safety, you get a very comprehensive list of features. You get thousands of airbags, a 360-degree camera, electric power steering, traction control system, EBD, hill hold control, auto hold, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping control, emergency lane keeping assist, lane departure assist, traffic sign recognition, intelligent speed limit control, automatic emergency braking, forward collision warning, front cross traffic alert, front cross traffic brake, rear cross traffic alert, rear cross traffic brake, rear collision warning, door open warning, blind spot detection, driver attention warning. It's always a good idea to keep all of these functions on when you are driving. But to be honest, we generally tend to switch some of these off. Now, back to the review.
So it's okay to understand that this is a premium car.
Yeah.
Let's list out the things that we find are premium.
There
I'll
are-
start.
Okay.
I think the windows, if you notice, when you roll them up, right about at the end where it's about to close, it slows down slightly,
Yes.
so that it closes softly.
And
And then when you open it, when it's about to
same
be
action.
fully opened, slows down gently.
And I checked after you told me, and this is not just with the front two windows, this is for the rear windows as well. Same thing with the door handles. They are very soft opening. You don't get that crack
Yep.
feeling.
Yes.
It's like very soft opening. The other thing is the seats. These are genuine Nappa leather.
Genuine.
Yes, these feel really good. And apart from that, this IRVM, this is something they call anti-dazzling IRVM, which looks very good. It is sort of on the darker side. At night it's not a problem, but in the day it might be a problem considering the cabin is dark.
Yeah.
If you don't have your sun blinds out,
right, and the visibility out of the rear window is
compromised.
it's very compromised. It's a very small window as it is, and you can't really see properly.
Yes.
and with a darker inside rear view mirror doesn't really help.
Yes, and one thing about the rear windows, I say it time and again with every coupe, I want my rear wipers. Whatever they tell you, whatever car companies tell you that, okay, our cars are aerodynamic, we don't need a rear wiper, you need a rear wiper.
Yes, you do, especially in Nepal when you're driving through really, really dusty roads. Yeah,
Yes.
dust isn't going to slip off of those windows.
Exactly, water droplets will go out, but in a certain speed, if you're not able to drive more than 40 kilometers an hour, the water droplets will not go.
Yeah.
You have to drive 60, 70,
They've
80.
they've got to have wipers in the back, but the wipers in the front.
These
did you
are really
notice?
good.
Did you notice that
Yes.
they've got, well, the washers integrated into the blades?
Yes, like French and European cars. That is a really nice touch.
Yeah.
But I'm still pressed about that. Who is going to wipe the dirt from my rear window? From my rear windshield? Aerodynamics not going to do that. Apart from that, it is a very good cabin. I like the black headliner. I hate white headliners. It gets so
dirty.
greasy.
Yeah. The
so
oil
fast.
from your hair kind of tarnishes the finish on it, and it doesn't make sense. It's not practical.
Exactly, and the service technician, although BYD have very good service staff, I have been in my own previous cars. The guys from the service with the gloves, with the tar on their gloves, they come and do this. And there goes my mic, but you know what I'm telling you. If you are a car owner, you know. They touch the headliner and that stain will never go away. So this black headliner is a really good touch.
There's a lot of space in the rear for passengers with decent leg and headroom. And you can fit 3 passengers with ease. Boot space is plenty. You get 500 liters of it. To give you perspective, you can fit 6 kids in there. This does not mean you subject your children to sitting in the boot like we were forced to when we were kids. The front has 58 liters of space, enough to fit 1 kid. And no, you can't store children in the front either. That's enough blabbering, don't you think? We drove the car enough to give you a verdict. And here it is.
Right, so this is what I think of the car. I would prefer to be driven around in it than drive it. Hear me out. Okay. I'm not saying that this is not a fun car to drive. It gets off the mark really quick. It's a really fast car, but it is premium, as premium as it gets. And I would like to enjoy that. The seats are comfortable.
Yes.
To have someone else driving me around. I can be on my phone. I can relax. I can take in the AC. I can look at the screen if I want to. I can look up from the panoramic sunroof. I think there are so many premium features and it feels like a very well-made car. So much so that I would rather be the passenger than the driver. And I don't say that a lot.
That makes sense. I am also in the same boat, but mainly because of the cornering abilities.
Right.
I like my cars really fast and full of risks. Instead of this is opulent. This is something that does not want to drive recklessly.
It just makes me think that maybe it's not geared towards us, or maybe it's targeted towards a more mature audience.
Yes.
People who are actually doing business. People who actually need to get from one place to another in style, premium comfort, and safety.
Exactly, that is the person.
Because within the city, or even if you're going out on highways, it feels like you're a business person going out to do something very important.
Yeah, maybe a meeting.
Meeting, yes.
Yes.
Or a very nice date that you would want to go to.
And maybe you don't want to take the hassle of a drive. Maybe you just want to lounge in the back because
Right.
it is a lounge back there. And maybe you just want to be on your laptop or maybe doing other meetings
Yes.
while getting to a meeting.
Yes.
That all
Very
makes
important
sense.
things. Yes.
Very important things.
Right.
And you also get like a big frunk and a massive boot.
Now, if it does come in at 75 lakh,
Yeah.
what would pique your interest?
If it does come in that price point, I think the interior quality, the practicality inside the cabin would pique my interest rather than outside and how it drives. I'd solely buy it for interior fit and finish because it is lovely.
And the
Exterior and the front, it looks gorgeous.
the name on the
bonnet
front,
that
right?
says BYD proudly,
Yeah.
you take it for that because safety is also one of the top concerns.
and in Nepal, I think BYD have managed to put themselves on a certain pedestal when it comes to EVs.
I think it would be safe to say that BYD is amongst the legacy brands now.
I'd agree.
Even though the years don't add up,
Yep.
what they've achieved in those years definitely do add up.
Well, they're definitely getting there, and we're very eager to see where they head. For now, this is the BYD Sealion. This is our review.
And if you like it, consider sharing, subscribing to our content, and we'll be back with next one. Thank you.
Take care.